The cost of accepting counterfeits. Hi, my name's Dave, and welcome to The Daily Stoic. 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasseman. If you enjoy Stoic content, self-improvement, and things along that lines, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe. Alright, let's get into today's reading. It is April 8th. The cost of accepting counterfeits. When it comes to money, where we feel our clear interest, we have an entire art where the tester uses many means to discover the worth. Just as we give great attention to judging things that might steer us badly, but when it comes to our own ruling principle, we yawn and doze off, accepting any appearance that flashes by without counting the cost. EPICTETUS, Discourses 1.20.8.11. When coins were much more rudimentary, people had to spend a lot of time testing them to confirm the currency they had just received was genuine. The Greek word domiska, I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that, means to assay, or to check the quality of a mineral ore. Merchants were often skilled enough that they could test coinage by throwing it against a hard surface and listen to the note it rang. Even today, though, if someone were to hand you a $100 bill, you might rub it between your fingers, hold it up to light just to confirm it wasn't fake. All this is an imaginary currency, an invention of society. The point of this metaphor is to highlight how much effort we put into making sure money is real, whereas we accept potentially life-changing thoughts or assumptions without so much as a question. One ironic assumption along these lines, that having a lot of money makes you wealthy, or because a lot of people believe something, it must be true. Really, we should be testing these notions as vigilantly as a money changer. For as Epictetus reminds us, quote, the first and greatest task of the philosopher is to test and separate appearances and to act on nothing that is untested. End quote. That's interesting there. I like that. I guess there are so many times we just accept things at face value without really kind of rigorously kind of putting them through the test. That was interesting too about the money changers back in the day of like throwing the coins to see if they were a fake coin or a real coin. And, you know, I think it is so true that we don't do that for our own assumptions, our own beliefs, or beliefs that we're just told to accept in the world, of like having that inquisitive mind, checking that to see, all right, does this actually hold water? Does this actually make sense? Is this something I believe in? Does this really, just because everyone says it's true, is it true? You know, trust but verify, just as we were doing our reading a few days ago on. So it's recognizing like, okay, sure, if that's true, how do I figure that out? All right, is that not true? And recognizing and really, you know, testing out our assumptions. You know, when you assume, you make an ASS out of you and me, right? Like if you break down the word assume, which I always thought was kind of funny. So I try not to make too many assumptions, but like ask questions instead. Okay, why is that? Okay, how is that? Understanding, right? Become the 3-year-old again and ask why. And really kind of put like, especially your own thoughts or your own beliefs. If you believe something to be totally true, why? You know, oh, just because it is. Just because it is not a really definitive answer. Like, oh, someone told me, like, because the internet said so. That's not, like, it's not enough proof. Maybe it is for you on some things, but, like, right, really kind of delve in deep of why it is and understanding it so that you have that firm foundation of your values, of who you are, and like as Epictetus said there, that last kind of quote there of like, you know, the first task of the philosopher of like, you know, living the spiritual life, of being a spiritual gentleman, is to kind of test these assumptions and make sure that we're, you know, before we move forward on something, that we've gone through that rigorous kind of mental process so we can move forward. We take our time with it, recognize, okay, and then we can step with, you know, with full faith. We're not just kind of guessing like whether the bridge will be there or not. Like, no, we know it's there because we've built it. we've put in the effort, we've seen it done. Yeah, that's what I got for today's video. I would love to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Don't forget to check out more daily Stoic videos over here. If you're not subscribed, give me a subscribe. I'm doing a daily video challenge, a video a day based on this book. So come check it out. It's really cool. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. Appreciate the honesty. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow, and you have a great, if not better, day.